like thousands of others across the country. It's a place to go if you want to be seen, and to a lot of folks, it's the information center of the neighborhood.
Give everybody the strength and ability to do what they do best, and that's make people laugh.
Everybody want to be famous. Nobody want to put the work in.
Our job is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish.
I want to thank you for listening. This is episode 252. This is the Corner Convo.
Yeah.
My name is Amon. Say what you want. Just spell my name right. To my left, I got my girl Kelz in the building. To her left, we got Lord Dave. What up, Lord?
What's good, baby? What's good? All my peoples, what's good? I'm happy to be here with y'all. Such a wonderful time. So
it is,
thanks
man.
for having me here with y'all.
Looking tailored and tucked.
You know what I'm saying? I put it on sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then.
And, shout out to the number one hater in the world. He's not here with us, but he's here in spirit.
Yeah.
My nigga.
Dave is not a guest. He's a host. So
we here.
We're doing it the way that we do things here on the Corner Convo. Let me
next
be clear.
man up.
Yeah.
Next man up.
Everybody be ready.
We ready.
You never know when someone goes out on IR. The injured reserve.
Next man up. I'm ready.
Some injured themselves.
The fact that you low key kind of appointed in this direction.
You're
crazy.
You're fine. You're fine.
My God.
Let's do this here. I do want to show Dave some love.
Yes.
For all the moves you've been making in the comedy space here in Chicago. You're not just a host. You're actually, a friend at this point. I rocks with you the long way, pause. I see you all on television. You know what I mean? Your one man shows and everything that you're doing. So more success to you. Let's start there.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's always fun being here. Like I said, it was a rough time, but I'm still gonna come because I'm comfortable with y'all. Y'all like family. So I'm like, if something was to pop off, you know what I'm saying? If I start crying in here, I knew I would be in a safe space. So I appreciate y'all.
Laughter is the best medicine, Dave.
That's why I gotta come. I had to come. Like I literally needed to be here. So I appreciate you.
I wanted him to say it 3
Calm
times.
down.
I needed to be here with y'all.
Kelz, anything going on with you? Say hello to the people. I want y'all to also, before you say your shit, continue to like, subscribe, share. If you don't like this episode, pick another one. You heard me? Kelz, talk to him.
Yo, what up, everybody? I think for me, I'm just ready for this weather to break. Festival season is right around the corner. Yo, who's been shutting it down on Instagram? Black Yacht Weekend has literally taken over Chicago, and I love to see it. This is year 4, and to see all of the parties and things like that. Other than that, man, I have been kicking it.
For those that don't know, this is your first time pulling up on us and listening to us. This podcast is for Chicago, by Chicago.
Yeah.
We like to highlight our tastemakers, our influencers, our movers and shakers. And then we kind of work our way out. So I want to lead with love today in Chicago. I normally don't do this because I don't fuck with a lot of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But
What'd you say you don't fuck with?
I don't fuck with a lot of y'all. I'm going to be honest.
I think we're learning I don't either.
Welcome. Okay. I got to give a huge shout out or love to my brother in arms, my dog, KOSINE.
Yes.
All right. At this point, Dr.
Give him some horns. That
you know what I'm saying?
like the honorary doctorate, get some horns.
Honorary doctorate from Columbia
College, Chicago.
College.
Dope.
You know what I mean? And the arts.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? So not only is he an actor, producer, 11-time, 12-time Grammy nominated, but to add to the resume, a doctorate, right? So a doctorate.
That one.
Spell it.
DOC.
Doctorate.
TOR.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Doctorate.
Doctorate.
Yeah. Not doctorate.
A doctorate.
All right, well, fuck, let me get these horns one more time for KOSINE.
So Dr. Kos?
Dr. Kos for short.
Doctor.
Dr.
I'm
Kos.
not mad about people getting honorary doctorates. Like having
I can't wait to get one.
Yeah, I think it's smooth. Like a lot of people who have, like, those of us that have earned our PhDs.
No, we sorry.
Some people are in their feelings about it, but I definitely think that it's necessary to honor the people that have put in the work in the private sector, and they are experts, and they deserve that recognition. So shout out to him. There's not a lot of Black PhDs, period. Facts. So like 3% of like PhDs are African American. I would love to see more of us get doctorates or even get the level of success to get an honorary doctorate. Who you think gonna give you an honorary doctorate? Is one of your colleges gonna pull up?
Well, see, here's the thing.
But you only went to one, right?
Here's the thing. When you're me, you create the space and I validate myself.
So
right?
nobody.
So I don't need
nobody's what he said.
I don't need that validation. If it comes, cool. But if not, that's fine, man. At the end of the day, when my friends win, I win.
So if somebody give you an honorary doctorate, do we have to call you Dr. Amon?
Doctor. Just doctor.
Just doctor.
Just doctor. Yeah.
Fair.
That works. You know what I'm saying? What else we got going on in the wonderful city of Chicago? Did I miss anything?
Besides like counting down to Juneteenth, like I feel like this year, because of the Trump administration, we might see like a next level celebration of blackness. So I'm definitely looking forward to that.
Well, actually, no, we did the squatter law. Where are you at? The squatter law has now reached
the governor's desk.
The governor's desk. You know, I'm not going to say his name because I always mess it up.
Pritzker.
Yes. Okay, I got it right. Yes. All right. So the squatter law, for those who don't know, basically people run in somebody's house, take their shit, and live in it.
Yeah.
Right. And then as an owner of the property, I can't get them out.
Yeah.
Which is weird to me.
Forcefully.
Right. You can even call the police. They
can't remove them.
You know.
Until now. I feel like some of this is correlating with the influx of immigrants. I think a lot of people supported this bill because of that. But also it's a lot of money that's stolen from our communities because people can't afford and don't pay rent. Like imagine you buy into the idea that your way to wealth is like owning a home or owning a property, right? And then you get it set up, you put 3 families in your single, your walk up or whatever, and 2 of them are not paying rent. You still have to pay that bill to the bank. People need safe, healthy homes to live in, but people can't really afford it. And I think it, like for me, boosts the argument for like affordable housing.
Right. But
we finna see a whole bunch of people out on the streets. It's finna be a whole bunch of shit on Facebook Marketplace.
That's funny.
But I'm cool with it, I can't imagine somebody like living in your property that you got to pay for and they're not paying. Like that has to be the ultimate, like just what do you do? I could imagine like losing my shit.
So what exactly is the new law that they proposing?
I didn't find much. I just know that it's not going to be as easy for somebody
to squat.
The police can actually come, a homeowner. So a squatter can be removed by the police if they have not been given permission by the property owner to stay there. So this means that landlords don't have to go through the rigmarole of eviction court, right? Because it's lengthy and it's expensive.
Right.
Now you're not supposed to be there. You're illegally here. We can remove you and I can put a tenant in there that's supposed to be there that has a lease. But then it's a lot of people that are getting finessed with these real estate companies. And so people are like, I've been doing like a rent to own and they're paying you, but you have nothing to do with the property. And you basically like created a dummy business to put somebody in somebody else's house and they're not supposed to be there. So they don't have any legal right to be there.
But as an owner, if I know somebody's squatting in my shit and they have a family, they have to come outside. Why you can't just run up on a motherfucker when that door opens?
Because that's assault.
It's my shit.
Right? Yeah.
Ain't no threat. What's the threat?
There was somebody that moved in with the squatters. Like he moved into his property with the squatter. Yeah, he moved in with them, and then like
that's the wrong kind of collab. I'm not with it. It's the wrong kind of collab. Man.
So if you had a property and people were squatting in it, how are you getting them out without this law? What are you doing?
I know people with guns.
I was gonna say, yeah, we're gonna have somebody.
Y'all gonna force a single mother out on the street?
Absolutely. Fuck out my shit.
Yeah.
It's not my fault you're a single mother.
It's not
my fault you don't have a job.
You're homeless
I didn't
now.
do it.
That's so horrible.
You gotta go.
Yo, it's gonna be a lot of people that's messed up. I'll say that. But I'm cool with it. Like people,
you can't be squatting in people's cribs.
Yeah, you can't be. It's theft at that point.
It's like you're like, come on, bro.
If I can get away with not paying rent for 2 years, though,
yeah, it'd be nice. But my conscience wouldn't let me do it.
It's not the extended stay. It's not an Airbnb, right? What are you doing? Like you're cooking, you're cleaning, you're living, you're fucking. All in my shit.
Put some roaches in there or something.
Put some who?
Roaches. Like, just if they sleeping in the basement or some shit, like, just fucking go in there. It's your house. You can still go in there.
I mean, we gotta
Chop a bucket of roaches and
one
exterminate
But
them
you
when
can't
you're
get in there
done.
because they didn't change the locks on you.
Yeah, they have changed the locks.
So you have enough money to at least call a locksmith.
No, maybe
to
you do
change
it
my
yourself.
locks.
Yeah, I'm like, it's your house. You can
It's
still
yours,
get
yeah.
you can get a new lock. Like,
As the owner or as the squatter?
No, as the owner.
You can still. It's
You
your
still,
house.
yeah, you still
Like,
have rights to your property.
No.
You can get the locks changed again. It's your house. Like,
Man, I would take out all of the windows.
I
would take the
windows.
okay. I'm taking the bottom of the windows out, right? I'm taking out all the doggy doors.
Yeah.
I'm removing all of the gates from the backyard.
I'm boarding it up.
Oh, I would.
What's up? I'm boarding
I
the
think,
crib
like,
up.
maybe,
What's up? Cardboard.
Sometimes people will turn off the water,
Mm-hmm.
but depending on how smart somebody is, because of this law, they could hold you accountable
Right.
for violating their rights as a tenant because they live there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no longer you have rights to the property because you're in the property and you get mail to the property. You have to have like a legal lease and permission to be there.
You just called them a tenant, right?
Well, that's before this law, they could kind of push the boundaries of like, I have the rights of a tenant even though I am violating the rights of an owner as a squatter. So this law was necessary on some level to make it clear that you don't have permission to be here and you don't have a lease or a contract. You're literally stealing my space. There's no venue in Chicago where you could just post up. Imagine us just like pulling up to some place and like saying we're having a party here and we're not going to pay you. They're going to kick us out. Like, but in residential spaces, not the same.
Well, I need the governor to come through. All right, you sign
He's
the
gonna
bill,
sign
buddy.
it.
Sign the motherfucking bill.
He's going to sign it.
And let's make this global because this is an issue, not just here in Chicago or Illinois. You know
I think that's why I don't want to be a landlord. I don't want to have to be responsible for like putting people out.
Gotta kick niggas out.
definitely.
Gotta go.
I would
be-
definitely
and be
leave
okay
one of
with
your
it.
And
properties.
be okay with it.
Oh man, I would love to hear from people like if you've had a property and you've dealt with squatters, how you dealt with it and how this law will help you, because I think that's the important part of it.
When they say chat, let us know.
Yeah,
Check
yeah.
my
Drop
chat.
it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. You gotta like hire some cousins or somebody just like running the crib every night though.
I want to attack
Oh shit.
this what they're trying to call a rivalry between Caitlin Clark and
Girl fight.
and Angel Reese.
Mm-hmm.
That are
you
in
know,
their
the whole-
sophomore seasons in the WNBA, right?
Right. So they had this whole little flagrant foul situation, whatever, and it kind of exploded out from there. But let's just I want y'all to be very clear and think about this. Angel Reese said, I want people to know that someone else is a part of this league. It's not just the one person. She didn't say her name, but we all knew who she was talking about, right? And I said, no, Angel, you're wrong.
What?
Well, if you look at the stats, all right, sometimes I'm a stat guy, right?
Stat man.
Yeah, that's me.
Statman.
Let's look at the numbers that come to the game. When I say the numbers, we're talking about the fans, okay? When you're at, Kelz, what's the name of the arena? Do you know?
Wintrust Arena.
When you're at Wintrust.
No way. You tested me like that was horrible.
No, it wasn't. No, that wasn't even my I wasn't trying to do you like that. 6,000, 7,000, 7,000, 8,000, 7,000, 6,000. So we'll say on the average, at a home game with just Angel Reese on the floor and the Chicago Sky, they're averaging, we'll just say for number's sake, 7,000 fans. Now that arena is ass because I went to a game and no chips. They ran out of fucking nachos.
At Wintrust?
Yes, ran
You
out of the cheese.
talking about food is so disrespectful.
And then all the beers were either out or you could only get a certain one because the faucet or whatever. It was just all bad.
Was it a Sky game?
It was a Sky game, yes.
What do they have to do with the vendors in the arena?
So listen. Let me, as Basi,
Just like a man to like put
Basi
something
would
on us
say,
that ain't got nothing to do with us.
Let me land the plane.
Oh
now,
my God.
when Caitlin Clark played against the Sky, it was sold out, 16,000.
Damn.
Well, people came from Indiana.
Whoa. They had to get another venue because of Caitlin.
Damn.
Okay? So, Angel Reese, let's
that's
be
bullshit.
clear. Let's be clear. You're not her. Okay?
What? You're out of your mind.
You're not hurt.
You're out of your mind.
Okay.
You're putting. So this is exactly.
So this isn't a rivalry. What I'm saying is, if Angel Reese was that, the stands would be packed. When a player of Caitlin Clark's magnitude comes into a city, it sells out. Jersey sales. I bet you all of the pops, chips, nachos are full. They're never going to run out, right? No different if LeBron comes to a Bulls game.
LeBron.
Right?
Don't co-sign because he said LeBron.
They carry weight, right? So for her to say that this is, or the media to try to make this a rivalry, it's not. First of all, they second year in the league. They haven't battled. No one's really made the playoffs. There hasn't been a whole bunch of pushing, fighting, shoving, talking shit, right? This is all media shit. This is not even Jordan versus Bird or Magic versus Bird. It's not. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, these are just two young ladies that's hooping, and one is way better than the other.
They're two professional athletes, not just young ladies. And let's be clear, you said Angel Reese at least 7 times and Caitlin Clark twice, right? So when you say that she's not that girl, clearly the only reason why we talk about the WNBA here is because of Angel Reese. Not one time have you lifted up Caitlin Clark as any. I have not seen Caitlin Clark on the run of show without Angel Reese. The only time Caitlin Clark is relevant to us is because of Angel Reese. There's that. Let's be clear. So while fans will come to watch this rivalry, right? Like if Angel Reese wasn't on the Chicago Sky, would the Sky be selling out to watch to watch Caitlin Clark body or do a flagrant foul on anybody else on that team? So we could argue that in the absence of Angel Reese, the Wintrust Arena wouldn't be on point. So it's kind of both of them. But to her point, it's not just Clark that is she's not just the only person in the league. And I understand that. But Angel Reese is getting a whole bunch of attention, and she's the reason why a lot of people are also watching. And that's fair. Don't say anything about LeBron right now. He's gonna do it like so well.
I was not gonna bring up LeBron. Yeah, I agree with both of you. You both make
You
great
can't agree.
points.
You have to pick a side, Dave. And pick mine.
I agree with both. Both of you said it so eloquently. Everything you said
That's so PC right now.
Makes sense. Like I'm in a peaceful mood today.
I see.
Okay, I come with love today. Yeah, I agree that it's not a rivalry for real because like they don't play the same position. They asked to do 2 different things for their teams. Angel Reese is the superstar of the Chicago Sky. Caitlin Clark is a different thing.
She's a star of the league.
Like she's a star of the league. She's a star.
She's a star player.
She's a star of the league.
Player.
She's a star of the league.
Player.
Star of the league.
Is she? Would you say that Clark has a brand outside of the league? Yes or no?
Yes.
In what way? Does she have the same star power outside of the WNBA?
Look.
Is there any other industry that is on Caitlin Clark's heels besides anything related to sports? Yes or no?
She chooses to
that would be enough.
Perfect the art of basketball.
Okay, well, I mean, what does that have? What does that have to do with?
So what you're saying is, when I say she's the star of the league, she lets the main thing be the main thing.
Okay, that's fine.
Right?
What?
Angel Reese is more Instagram.
Okay, but we're not talking.
Caitlin Clark is league.
You're not. I haven't heard you talk about any other WNBA player, not even Jewel Lloyd, right? Like
for what?
Exactly, and she's an Olympian.
For what?
Exactly. So again, the only reason why we're talking about this is
I'm talking about the league. I'm talking about the league.
But we're not talking about the league.
And Caitlin Clark is the league.
We're not talking about the league. We're not talking about the WNBA. We're talking about a rivalry between 2 professional athletes, and that's it. We're not even talking about the game.
Until both of them dominate, clash in the playoffs, maybe exchange another flagrant foul.
This is messy, friend. You put this on because it's messy. We're not talking about the sport. We're talking about the mess.
So what I'm talking about is in a rivalry, and I say no.
Oh my goodness!
What do you say?
Sue Bird talked about on her podcast that the media is hyping this up to be something other than basketball. Like, this is what people watch for. They watch for a good game, and there will be fouls. Adding on these other narratives is what it is that's getting people's attention. People like girl fights.
Yeah, I mean,
and the media is going to capitalize on it.
It's just a little race baiting, that's all. We're getting some race baiting off. You know
I like that we haven't race baited, but have you seen this in the comedy space where like the media will try and pit comics against each other?
Yeah,
to try and get clicks and views and like build a narrative. And
everything is clickbait. Everything is engagement farming. Everybody is doing the same thing. So it's like ESPN and me, we do the same thing. Like we all just trying to post shit to
inflammatory,
get the keywords right. It's like, oh, what's trending in the hour? We all doing the same
If
shit.
we wanted to start beef between you and another comedian, who is it that you think we should? Who would be low hanging fruit?
I can't beef for nobody. Come on now. It's no
I
beef
can't
for
see
me.
like a
I fight
comedy.
in real
I
life.
can't
Like,
see you in a comedy beef.
It's comedy. It's a lot of comedy beef out there. I stay in the house though. So
so you don't have any comedic rivalries that you know of?
I'm sure niggas behave. That don't have nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a personal problem. I'm on God's side. I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's all peace here.
You're so zen today.
I'm chilling today.
You're anti-Abasi.
Yeah. This nigga doing push-ups. Okay. Okay. All right.
We got an audience of one.
Okay. And the niggas just start doing push-ups after taking a shot of Remy. This is next level.
You never know.
He's been to prison before, for sure. He's definitely been to prison before. This is he just locked back in real quick.
Also in this basketball world that we love, we're in the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
And we don't have a KD, we don't have LeBron, we don't have Steph. And I thought I wasn't going to like the product that was on the floor. But I'm watching and I'm seeing Jalen Brunson, Haliburton, Anthony Edwards, who am I missing? SGA, who just got the MVP, right? Yeah. Are we watching a changing of the guards as we speak? Meaning new blood, old guys out, the ONs are out. It's time for the YNs.
The ONs.
The YNs.
To show up and show out. You know what I'm saying? Where do you stand with the new crop of guys?
As far as the playoffs go, man, like it's definitely a changing of the guards. Bron not playing, Steph not playing, like you said. So just a bunch of young guys. It's dope though. It's cool to see because you never know who's going to be who. The Knicks. I would like if they won, but they got Karl Anthony Towns, and I probably like him the least out of any basketball player to have ever breathed air.
Oh my goodness!
So I can't really root for them for sure, for real. But it's been cool to see. You know what I'm saying? Like all the new young guys just hooping and doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's a new league. I thought the Lakers would, had a chance, but it's okay. We can't win them all. So,
Amon, is this pushing you to have like new favorites that maybe?
Yes and no. I mean, I like. I mean, this is the wide open.
I mean, it's wide open
season for new crop of guys, where you got guys who Tyrese Haliburton, who's running to a 3-point line to close out a team and then giving them the Reggie Miller choke sign.
That shit was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? You got Anthony Edwards not afraid to attack LeBron or KD to get to the next level. You got Brunson completely putting the Knicks on his back. I mean, they say he's 6'2". I mean, he may be 5'11".
Who do you think you play like in the league?
Right now?
Yeah. I'm just curious. Who do you think you play like? You got to answer.
Yeah, I do. My footwork is definitely Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
Got Jalen Brunson on the footwork.
Okay.
It's not a lot of guys out here that can really play like me per se.
Okay.
What?
Okay, understood.
I've seen this man get dunked on.
Damn.
Whoa.
Damn, not a slammer jam.
At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? I love what these four guys are doing for the league right now. A lot of big contracts.
But you don't love what Angel Reese is doing for her league?
She's not doing nothing for the league. But anyway.
Who you got though? Who you got for the two series?
You know what? Low key, I'm going OKC and Indiana at this point.
Who'd you have before the game started? If it was different, like did you think the Knicks was going to win or?
No, I didn't even have Indiana. I had Cleveland.
I meant like when the conference final started though. And Cleveland?
Yeah, I mean because Cleveland was going nuts all season long. But
too little.
No, I would have Knicks and I still had OKC.
Okay. I feel like the Knicks they just can't have nice stuff. It's just one of them teams like the Cowboys. Like you just y'all. I think the fan base just create too much karma. Like after they won the last series, they was like throwing garbage at like Pacers fans and shit. It's like y'all not gonna win because of that. Like y'all do
karma,
too much bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just like it's gonna come back to haunt you because you're doing too much. Y'all haven't won yet. So to be like, oh yeah, we up. They harassing Brian Windhorst from ESPN like on the street. Like they do too much.
Yeah, I was with a New Yorker when they won, and it was wild.
New York is a crazy place. Shout out to New York, but it's only reason I wanted the Knicks to win because of Spike Lee. I feel like he deserves to be happy. And, I feel like he deserves to enjoy them win a championship as like an adult. But that's literally it. If it wasn't for Spike Lee, I wouldn't give a damn. But
fair.
Shout out to Spike Lee, man. You a legend.
I just want to go to the playoff party, like the possibly last game. That's when I will start watching.
I wanted to go to a Pacers game, but the prices go up every round. So I was gonna go, but it was Mother's Day. I'm like, damn, I can't do that.
Well, that's interesting. You know, at the end of the day, I'm going OKC for it all. You know, them young boys look like they're ready.
You put some money on it?
Nah, I don't bet.
Oh, okay.
I don't bet. But if one of these sports betting apps wants to give a deal, then I'll go ahead and give my real opinion and send everybody off so you lose money and my sponsor wins. Have y'all ever used Carlana? Is that how you pronounce it? Or
Klarna.
Klarna. How can you get that wrong?
Whatever.
It's a K and an L.
Klarna.
Affirm or any of these.
All the time.
I love a good layaway. We was raised on layaway.
Yeah, I don't give a damn.
Ventures,
I get the
Sears,
gas station,
J.C. Penney, Burlington. You would go school
Kmart.
shopping in spring for fall, and they put it in that box with
Foot
the number
Locker.
on it, and then you come back like I don't remember putting none of this.
So
on
how
there.
is it that Klarna is $136 million in debt?
People not paying their bills?
Please talk to me. Are you guilty of the one time?
What?
Dang, how much you owe Klarna?
What? I mean, maybe
Probably
not.
$12.
Maybe not Klarna specifically, but whichever one I can get approved for at the time. It was Klarna, Affirm. It used to be QuadPay. What they call it now? Whoever.
PayPal also has like
PayPal I got to pay for. The airlines, they be using it sometimes
Yeah,
too.
they be like, look, take this $3,000 and break it down to
I use it for
$17.57
snacks
for the
at the gas
next
station.
27 weeks.
I don't give a damn.
So
Yeah,
is
I'm
it
using that.
credit that they give you?
Yeah, so it's a payment plan, right? They pay for it up front and you agree to like
Pay installments.
Pay it in installments that and also this is where they messed up at. They give you the choice for it to be an automatic withdrawal or you pay it. So you just click no, I don't want automatic withdrawal. So they will let you know, like, hey, your payment date is up, and this is how much you have to pay. And then you just be like, maybe not.
Yeah, all they're gonna do is like lower your limit, and I'm like, that's fine. I don't need it no more.
So it don't hit your credit?
Eventually, it hits your credit.
I think some of them, Klarna, some of them are like, oh yeah, we will.
Eventually, it has to go into collections if you're not paying. But yeah, man, I put my trip. To Mexico.
So this is a scam, is what we're saying.
What's a scam?
Buy now, pay later.
That's credit
scam on
card
whose
stuff.
behalf?
But
It's like a credit card.
It's like a credit card, but it's not a credit card.
No, it's a line of credit.
It's a line of credit that you can use at specific merchants.
Correct. Not everybody accepts these payments. But it's literally
so then what they complaining for? Because I'm sure Capital One them been in debt for years and they still
This is very true.
You know what I'm saying? So like you need to find a better investor in your business.
I think they mismanaged who they approved for what amount. They're learning. They don't have they're 136 million in
136.
That ain't that bad though.
I don't owe Klarna.
I think I'm good right now.
Right now,
Klarna. I think I owe Afterpay a couple $, but that's okay.
Oh, I think I finished paying my Afterpay.
Trash ass conversation. At the end of the day, black folks gonna stay broke. You know what I'm saying? And
not everybody that uses Klarna is black. They ain't gonna throw
He just went in.
everybody black under the bus today.
Niggas going broke.
Okay.
We are too close to Emancipation Day.
Okay, I'm just calling it like I see it. Talking like I be it. Walking my walk, thug out, orthopedic. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what I'm saying is this. The last time a black man stood up and protected black women.
What? What kind of hard left is this?
Whoa.
He got jail time and stabbed up 14
times.
times.
Tory Lanez? Is it true?
Their documents saying that evidence was suppressed and the man is not guilty and he'll be out probably within the next 36 hours.
Why? Really?
Now,
Can you?
I don't like the fact that the entire world went against this brother. No one questioned Meg's story or her girl's story for real, right? The man did it on purpose, stood up for them on purpose, and there's going to be probably no legal ramifications for sending this guy to jail when the whole time she lied.
I mean, he lied too. Well, he not only didn't he snitch, but he lied and said that he did it. Right? Like who takes that L? Question: does Tory Lanez have kids?
I don't know. What
No
difference
clue.
does it make?
Because this is my point. You're a dad and you don't have kids with any of these. I could see a man taking an L for his baby mama, for his sister, for his mother, for his cousin, for like I can't see him doing that for. I can't see a father making that decision to take himself away from his children and the women that he's co-parenting with for what? That's the part that I don't understand.
And maybe he don't have
who
kids.
does that? That's what I'm saying. Like, does he have
might
kids?
not.
Because I can't see a parent being like, oh yeah, I'll take this L to protect black women. My first job is to protect my family. So
Okay, that's fair point. But I want to speak to when we talk about protecting black women for what?
I just said that.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't see like why would you do something? Why would you put yourself in prison for a woman you're not married to, you don't have children with? Like, what is it that you gained off of protecting those black women?
I don't know what his train of thought was, but what I'm saying is, when are we going to hold women accountable for lying like this? To me, it's no different than lying about being pregnant, lying saying you need child support when the whole time you're getting assistance. Lying just like the old girl lied about getting bricked in the face. Like
That was crazy.
When are we holding these particular women? I don't want to say all because that would be unfair. But when are we going to hold women accountable? Like, how can you? She should go to jail for this shit.
I mean, is it if you perjured yourself on the stand? There's that, right? Like, I do think there's legal ramifications depending on what laws were broken. But if somebody falsely admitted to doing something, then there's nothing. If somebody takes the L for me and they put on paper that they did it, what am I gonna do?
Tell the truth.
I'm gonna say what they said. Like, well, you believe them. I think it's horrible. I would never want my son to do something.
So
like
would
that.
you understand if men moving forward don't protect black women? Maybe not to this extreme, but would you understand why men don't step in if they see a woman being abused, or if they know something is happening and they don't step in? Like, y'all, what's y'all definition of protecting a black woman?
So from my perspective, I've definitely been protected. But I also know that I could do things that put a brother in a bad position as well. So I'm not gonna gas the situation up and put the men in my life at risk. I do see black men protecting black women often, and it's underappreciated, or it's not a match for what it is that we expect, or how we think we should be protected. This right here, when he said oh, I didn't want to take a mother away from her children, which made me think but you're okay with not being there for your kids, even though, but that's the part. I don't know if Tory Lanez has children, but women are criminals too.
There you go.
At the end of the day,
That's all he waited.
Thank you.
yeah, women are criminal, and so I don't know all of the details. Like, all of this is so murky and messy, and everybody's like, oh, we're not going to say this, and the media has access to certain information, and celebrities are chiming in. Like, I don't know what to believe. All I know is what I'm grounded in is I appreciate people that take accountability for what it is that they did. Yeah. And if I am a woman and I did some weird shit, I kind of should be held accountable. But I also know that people try and not be held accountable. Criminals don't want to be caught, at the end of the day, no matter what's between your legs. Bars. But I don't know, if I shot my homegirl, now we got to pretend like we cool. That has to be hard if that's true. Yeah. What kind of accomplice do you have to be violated by a woman? If this is true, be violated by a woman and then also posture as though she didn't do it and be in the public eye, we're still buddy. That's kind of, that's a bit psychotic.
Oh, yeah, that's a little psycho.
Yeah, it's weird the extent that people will go, if this is true, to save face. But how, you got to be sour at heart to kick it with somebody that shot you and pretend that they didn't.
Yeah. Do Meg and the girls still hang out?
I don't know.
You know, maybe.
I don't know, but you know,
I
I don't think it's wrong for Black men to like be like mindful of like how they protect a Black woman. I don't know there's anybody I'm going to jail for.
Right,
I have causes I'll go to prison for, like standing up for. But if you did something, nah, maybe my mom. You know what? No. I think my mom will take a charge for me.
Well, it depends on what she did, probably.
Now, if I did something and my mom's at the end of her life, like, Ma, you think, just say you did it.
Don't take the rap, man.
Yeah, Ma, you'll be all right. Like,
oh, yeah, they'll take it easy on you.
Yeah, they will.
Not me.
Right.
Oh, take it
Oh
easy.
my
on
God.
me.
And
I could let my mama go to
if she
jail
did
for
it,
me,
then they probably would have went easier on her had they told the truth
Mhm.
with what happened. Like if it accidentally discharged, or there was a whole bunch of other believable lies that could have been used that everybody was protected. But him,
It's unfortunate.
Yeah.
The whole thing is unfortunate because Meg could have believed that he shot her, but he could have also not shot her. Like those two things
could be true.
Because from what I did see, I didn't do too much digging, but from what I did see, like I guess the girl shot and then he went to grab her or something like that, and it shot more or whatever, and the extra shots is what hit Meg's foot. So she could have, in a scurry.
Oh, like it's like a whole convoluted.
Right. Like who shot the sheriff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Who pulled the trigger?
Who shot the sheriff?
You know what I'm saying? Like who pulled the trigger? She probably just in the moment, like, oh, it was him, but he didn't do it. So I'm like, the whole thing is just.
Why are we kicking it with people that could possibly shoot us though?
Cause we is Black and we is from the hood and we got to. I'm just fucking around. But
it's too
just
many stories.
It's too much. Leave these hoes alone.
Thank you. Let's go there.
That's wild.
answer solved. Leave these hoes alone. Find you a family. And go sit down somewhere. Look, Shannon Sharp. It never stops. Shannon Sharp, Diddy, R. Kelly, whoever else.
The list goes on and on.
Leave these hoes alone. It's gonna be the downfall of men to the end of time. And at some point, we gotta just leave them hoes alone. I tell all my homies, I'm like, hey man, leave them hoes alone, man.
Well, let's do this, man. Before we get out of here, I'd like to maybe I don't even want to call it a versus, but let's just compare and contrast two prolific producers in music. Mm-hmm. And I thought it would be cool if we say Dr. Dre and Kanye West.
Is this before the nitrous or? Okay.
We're doing full catalog, everything present day.
Okay.
All right. Let's just where are you at, Dre or Kanye? Kelz.
Production wise, present day, yay.
And let's think about full body of work.
Oh well, so
I'm just saying, if just first question, yay or Dre, because you've grown up on one, grown up on another,
and yeah.
Favorite or greatest?
However you want.
I think I would prefer Kanye's beats, but I think Dr. Dre might be a greater, like in the grand scheme of hip hop totality and bigger songs produced, shit like that.
Bigger stars,
I think that would be Dr. Dre's. But like, if I'm like, yo, I need to listen to some beats or whatever, like I would rather listen to a Kanye production tape than Dr. Dre, like just listening to his beats. But I think that's a West Coast, and I love West Coast music, but I think, you know what I'm saying, he make West Coast sound and shit. We from here, the drums on Kanye music is familiar. So I think that's, Kanye.
Even with Dre's accomplishments and then some of the albums that he's been a part of, I'm picking Ye. Mm-hmm. When you think about just the albums, right? I mean, you got The Chronic for Dre. Mm-hmm. And I would consider Doggy Style classic, right? But then Kanye, we talking College Dropout, Late Registration, Graduation, 808s and Heartbreaks. You know what I'm saying? Like the list goes on and on for him. Mm-hmm. I think Kanye is genius in the sense that he brought in an entirely new sound and people tried to mimic that sound. Mm-hmm. And when they did that, he went to another sound sonically, right? Then when they did that, he went somewhere else, right? I think Dre is very consistent in his sound, but I haven't seen Dre stray too far from what he does. Right. So I think when you hear a Dre beat, you know that that's Dre. Mm-hmm. Right. When you hear Kanye, you may not know that that's Ye. Mm-hmm. Right. I think Kanye wins that by a landslide.
I mean, also, I feel like Kanye has produced more of his own work that has been quite successful more than Dre. Like, Love the Chronic and like Dre. How many albums does Dre have that are his?
2.
Right. So
3, I guess, if you want to count NWA.
Yeah. So when I think about from that perspective, I definitely go with Ye as well.
So do you think Kanye is the best producer ever? Is that what you're saying? Come on now.
Best producer ever?
I think Kanye can do it all.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I agree.
I think he's probably the most well-rounded producer. Right? You can probably go to Kanye and get R&B, gospel, hip hop, soul, neo soul, right? And he's done that. You know, at a high level.
My name.
You know what I'm saying? So like, but then I think about Dre, right? Think about the people that are attached to Dre are global stars, right? So when you talk about 50 Cent, you talk about Eminem, you talk about Kendrick, Snoop, right? They're all out of Dre's camp. Kanye don't have that. You know, we got Pusha coming out of there. Kid Cudi, if you want to count him. Big Sean, right? None of those artists are as big as 50, Eminem, and the rest of the gang, right? So that's another metric we can look at if you're talking about how you compare these two.
Yeah, but Dre didn't make a bunch of beats for Kendrick or 50 really. At least I don't think so. No. So
under their umbrella, though. He's under their umbrella.
Yeah, the tutelage or whatever, guidance.
So I can't find like articles on like Dre's top beats, like in artists, but I definitely can find that for you. It's a whole article like 50 best beats that Kanye has made, like Lupe Fiasco, The Cool in 2006, Lil Wayne, Let the Beat Build, Common, Driving Me Wild, Alicia Keys, You Don't Know My Name, Consequence, Getting Out the Game, like man, Do or Die, Higher. T.I., I'm just doing my job. I didn't know that was him. Yeah. That's my jam too. John Legend, Used to Love You.
Look at the range.
Freeway, hear the song. Yeah, like Jay-Z, Some People Hate. Bump J, Move Around. Gen F, I gotta love. Yeah, he can kind of do it all. Kid Cudi and T.I. Girls with Jay-Z. Yeah.
So it's safe to say Kanye is the only producer who also became an international star globally, right? So he went from only making beats for Rockefeller to getting signed to becoming a fucking global star.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess Pharrell would probably be the only closest thing to that, but I guess it depends on how global you think Pharrell is. He's not as big as Kanye.
Hey man, I feel like Kanye has worked with, both of them have worked with a range of artists, but when you say present day, I definitely got to give it to Kanye.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, and Dre got his beats too. He got his beats. And
Beats by Dre.
Beats by
Dre is crazy. Right there in cars.
I don't leave the house without it.
Hey, it's in my Jeep. That's how they sold me the Jeep. They were like, the Jeep comes with Beats by Dre. I was like, cool. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
So then I would probably sum it up like this. I would probably if Dre would have to be Jordan, right? He would probably be the official prototype. Okay. And then Kanye comes along and he would have to be LeBron.
Okay.
The most polarized.
Okay.
Right? The most known. Broken all of the records.
Le GOAT.
You know what I'm saying?
Le GOAT. Le greatest.
I mean, he's undeniably changed the sound of music.
For sure. Time's over. For sure. Shout out to Kanye.
Now I got to put together a whole Kanye playlist again.
Man, shout out to Kanye. Kanye is a legend. My man's got on the Yeezys over there. I think them real. I don't know.
Oh, shit. You know what?
I passed out.
Maybe. You know what I'm saying? They be having them at Ross sometimes, too.
Hold on. I'm tweaking.
When he's selling his gear in, like, garbage bags? Like, you put him in garbage bags? I love how Kanye, like, pushes against everybody's sensitivity.
Yeah, like, fuck it. What you gonna do?
So Chicago.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do? I've been canceled 1,000,000 times.
How much is a Kanye beat, you think?
Today? I don't know if you can pay for a Kanye beat right now, but if he was in the same mind, shit, I'd charge $3 million a beat.
What?
Hey, if I was Kanye West, I'm charging $3 million a beat. What's up? You want to? He just said I'm the greatest producer, the most range, all the awards. I'm LeBron. I'm charging $3 million a beat, and that might be on the low end.
Do you have a Kanye-esque beat?
No, but I'll go home and make one today.
Okay, like I want to hear what your best Kanye impression is.
I'll go home and make one today.
I need to hear that.
All right, don't go to AI.
Nah,
And cue AI to make a Kanye-esque beat and then put your name on it.
I need to hear this.
Before we get out of here, let me do this too. Let me give a shout out to AMG Sports Media.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. Let me get this right. All right. It's a sports publication dedicated to the equal coverage of men and women in sports, and they're hiring school students as journalists to be a part of this media group. So I thought that was dope. So shout out to Amber doing that over at AMG Sports. All right.
Yeah.
Nice little collab. We fucks with you over here at the corner.
For sure.
Anything else before we get up out of
Yeah,
here?
get your tickets to Emancipation Ball, June 18th. We will be out there again. We've been rocking with them since the beginning. So this is the 4th year that they'll be doing it. So grab your tickets. Follow them online. Shout out to Moore's Brewing, and we will be there. And stay locked in. We got some fun things coming up. Make sure you follow us, like, share, subscribe. Check our website out, thecornerconvo.com. Buy some merch.
Get you some.
Yeah, like you are wearing it.
Always.
Do you believe this though? Do you act like love over hate? I feel like
I do.
It's a costume.
Do you?
I do.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's
costume.
totally
I do,
a
man.
costume.
What sounds like hate to y'all is just tough love.
Oh my
right?
God. Oh, that's gaslighting.
This
man.
is the gas.
Dave, what you got going on that you want to tell people about?
Just tap in with me. We're doing a bunch of stuff. I got a few festivals coming up in Chicago and out of Chicago. I got a couple shows in Atlanta. Where else am I going? Detroit.
D-Town.
Back to Columbus. So I got a few shows coming up. Come pull up. We're gonna have a good time. It's just the beginning. So
Thanks for coming, Dave.
That's what
thanks
it
for
is,
having
man.
me. And rest in peace to my homie. Love, bro. Had to get
Yes.
that out.
Hey, if y'all didn't like this episode, pick another one.
Bag
We on the
phone.
corner.
What was that? Yeah, what was that?
His bag.